Welcome to ProServe 2012 training videos. In this video I'm going to discuss reports. It's kind of just going to be a brief overview. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of details, but just to kind of give you an overview of it. These reports allow me to keep track of open orders, things that we may have missed. And this date frame is when it was actually created. So normally when I'm creating my work through the service creation program, it will set that create date to the first day of that month. So that's what we're looking at here. So it automatically defaulted back a year from today's date. So for example, if I went back to August 1st, so I'm November 1st to August 1st is the time frame, what has been created in that time frame that has not been worked. So I'm not going to get anything here because I don't have anything beyond September. So I'm going to change this to September 1st. And then I'm going to get some here. Now this is the schedule date. It's not the create date, but this work was created in the month of September, actually on September 1st is when it was created. So that's what I'm looking at. So just keep in mind, even though you can sort this, you can click this and sort by the schedule date of that particular ticket. But the point is that these are tickets that we did not work. So you need to do something with them. You need to cancel them or delete them. And there's another video that shows you how to do that. But that's really what this report is about. And as you see, I am clicking these little features which allow me to sort in that particular field. And then if I want to, for example, if I want to see the report in its, in how it's rendered, how it would look actually if I printed it per page, then there's really only 2 pages here for this particular report. Also too, I want to show you something that if I get back to the regular mode as it comes in with, I can actually search on things here. Let me browse to the next page and just find something. Let's search on that right there, 1155. So I'm just going to go back. And then I'm just going to search on 1155 and then just say find. And of course it took me straight to it. So there's actually a search, feature within the reports. Now this is true for every report. It's not just this particular report. It's true for all of them. Let's take a look at, and as you can see, there's a lot of options here. I mean, I can narrow it down to the exact service code if I wanted to. In this case, I'm telling it I want all. Or I could narrow it down to just a termite, all service codes that's under that termite. Or I could say, well, give me all my departments and all the service codes. And you can filter, you can come here and, and just print us, just look at certain routes. And that's true throughout the system, and you can turn some of these features on and off. Let's take a look at sales. Well, this is a very similar screen. In fact, it is the same screen. I just have a few more options. But this is basically based on shipment. So this date time frame is actually a shipment kind of thing. So if I wanted to, and I'm just going to run this back a few years to make sure I get some orders here, and we'll just run this one. So basically it's giving me a breakdown, giving me my returns and all, and again I can click this print layout button, which renders the report as the way it would actually print, and then I can change that to page width so I can see it and so forth. And if I wanted to print, obviously I'd just click print, send it to my printer and print it. I also could save it as a PDF, or Excel or Word. Okay, and I can come out of the layout, and then I could actually search on anything that I would want to search on. Also, too, I've got some sorting features here, uh, as you can see. Let me show you. That's pretty much the sales ledger. So that's based on the ship date. So that's the time frame that I'm looking at. And of course, same thing. I can make some choices here, or maybe I could just look at, I could turn these off and just look at canceled, which I don't know if I'll have anything or not. Yeah, actually I did. So that's that's a canceled order that was canceled on 10/26. Okay. Now that kind of does that. This has to do with the website, with the ProServe web tools, if you're using that. This allows you to run this same report, but you only want to see the tickets or sales that's actually been paid in full for, salesman purposes. See, I also can sort subtotal here on service code or route, for example. Let's do that and just kind of show you how that's subtotaling on each route. Now this particular report, because it's a subtotal type report, I can click this guy right here and I can actually just change it and actually just print the totals rather than printing all the details. Okay, and then it just flips back. So there's a lot of reports that have that. If you see this details or summary at the top of the report, then you want to be able to click it and see what it does. Let's take a look at. There's a lot of things. We got state chemical usage. Basically the same features. It produces a report of the chemicals I used in a time frame for these certain services or departments. A state service report, which essentially I'm just going to print it just to show you what it does. It essentially is printing all services and it's giving the customer's name and their address and the date that it was treated. So if this was for termite, I would change, I could do this and just select, a termite pre-treatment, and then that's normally what most states, or at least in Alabama, they want that type. They want to know the pre-treatments you did, and that's what this is. I'm just going to kind of try to move on here. I got aging. Has all kind of different features. You can basically say I just want things that are 30 days old. Don't worry about the time frame. It's just going to produce a report of every customer that's got something that's 30 days old. Now, one thing here, if I said exclude no match, then watch what this does. It's actually going to, well, that's not it. Let me change it to 90 days. And we're going to lose that one. See, notice that one that was posted here that was actually in the 30-day column. It's been excluded because I told the system to exclude it right here. Otherwise, it's going to produce that aging and include that one, even though it's not 90 days old, but it includes it because this customer's got at least one or more invoices that are 90 days old. So it just simply includes all the open invoices so that I would have a grand total there. That's what that's doing. I'm kind of running out of time on this. What I'm going to do is have another part two. I'm going to stop here, and I'm just going to do a part two video. So check it out. Thanks for watching.